Hi! Today we are going to break down Adho Mukha Svanasana, which is downward facing dog, a very popular pose. We are going to do it little by little and focus on those key points of the pose, and also offer you a few tricks that maybe you can practice at home to um, help you practice maybe those key points and maybe feel the difference, with different kind of support. You can start this pose most often either from standing forward fold, Uttanasana, or also from all fours. So if we start from all four, we're going to start from all fours here today. So we place our hands on the mat, fingers spread wide apart, and the whole palm of the hand touching the floor, not letting the knuckles lift from the mat, knuckles well pressed against the mat. Our index fingers pointing forward, parallel to each other, so for that we can externally rotate slightly the hand. That way we ensure the weight of the body goes on the inner part of the hand. Yeah, it's much better to avoid wrist pain. Okay, so we are in this position. We curl up our toes against the mat, and with our toes and our hands we press away the floor and lift the knees off the floor and the hips up completely. Yeah. Now, the aim of this pose is to extend the spine, to get a straight line between the wrists, the shoulders, and the spine. So for that, the aim is not at all to try to reach the floor with the heels. If we do that, in many cases, when there isn't enough flexibility on the hamstrings, it will cause us to round the spine, and that's what we don't want. We want a straight line on the spine. For that, we try to tilt the pelvis forward or bring the tailbone up. Yeah. So we can bend the knees, no problem for that, yes, and we can work trying to extend the hamstrings little by little, pushing, maybe pedaling the feet, pushing a little bit towards the floor. But that's absolutely no necessary. You can be at this point with your knees slightly bent to facilitate the straight line of the spine. Okay, we can hold here in this position for 5 to 10 breaths, or for as long as you like, but 5-10 breaths should be enough. Yeah. So now I'm gonna come to the floor to show you a couple of tricks. Yeah. So if we use a couple of blocks, my excuse, but they are a little bit chewed by my dog Frosty. So if we place them on the floor, and we place our hands on the blocks, and we press the blocks away, these might help us with wrist pain actually, and help us then extend a little bit more the spine. Yes, so calm down now. Another thing that we can do, it is to place these blocks or a blanket against our heels. For those that they cannot reach with their heels to the floor, it will give a little bit more support on the feet and the legs, so we can focus a little bit more on the other parts of the pose. Yes, also to help with wrist pain, for those who have maybe wrist issues, we can fold the corners, the top corners of the mat, and grab them, hold them with our hands in our fists. So now we push the floor away, heels against the blocks, and grabbing the mat. This way you'll see that it's much easier to extend the spine and lift the tailbone up, bringing the pelvis forward. And that will allow us as well to have the hamstrings straight and work a little bit with that. Another great point that we need to focus is to externally rotate our shoulders. Yes, so we bring the shoulders, separate the shoulders, as we wanted to bring the outer edge of the armpits towards the floor. Yes, this position as we are doing now helps a little bit with that as well. It's much easier than with our assistants. Another way to help with the outer rotation of the shoulder, it is if we place our finger, our thumb and our index finger against the wall, and then we lift the hips up. Yes, this will help with the straightening the spine and with the outer rotation of the shoulder as well. Yeah. To have an extra point of support, we can have a block as well. If we place it on the higher length of the block, the block, we can place the forehead against the block, and then we push the floor away. Yeah, so this becomes a little bit more of a restful pose. Yeah, so come down to the floor. Yeah, and this is Adho Mukha Svanasana for you today. I hope you enjoy practicing it at home or the tricks to help you with your practice. Okay, thank you. Bye.